Hello again, YouTube, and welcome to the Zwift, New York course. This live stream starting a little later than I'd planned, owing mainly to my inability to use OBS and a few other technical issues. So I did put a post out yesterday saying I was going to be riding the Scotland Muckle course, but of course you can only ride the worlds that are available, and I thought Scotland was on today, but I'm clearly wrong. So here we are in New York. Wonderful city. Been there probably 3 times. 2 of those personal trips, 1 of those work. And even though I am a confirmed not city person, if I had to take a city break anywhere, it would be New York. Just love the place. Last time we were there, the wife and I walked from Central Park, which is massive. So yeah, we walked all the way from Central Park down to get the ferry out to Ellis Island, which is a good walk down the length of Manhattan Island, I think. Correct my geography if I'm wrong. And yeah, no, it's a really, there's a lot of variety in New York. Big green space, Central Park, plenty of city things for people who like city. Greenwich Village, if you've got a top knot and ride a fixie. Good place. So, in other news, I'm pleased to report, currently down 15 kilos, and that's when did I resolve to start busting the gut. That's kilos. Very happy with that. And if you'd be interested, I was thinking of putting together a wee video on kind of what I do on a daily basis. Which isn't rocket science. It can be summarized as: I'm finally eating right, I'm not drinking alcohol, which is a big one, and I am working out properly again. Those are all the things that have made the difference. And the thing about, you know, if like me, you've got yourself to a position where you're stacked on the timber, you know you need to get rid of it. And the hardest part is starting, to be fair. The hardest part is probably the first week, where you're not doing things, or you stopped doing things that you perceived you enjoyed, such as 6 cans of speckled hen in the evening, and you aren't necessarily seeing huge benefits or perceived huge benefits. So yeah, but you just got to stick with it, and then trust me, there comes a point a few weeks in, or probably in your second week, where you're seeing numbers going down on the scales and just generally feeling better, where suddenly it seems worth it. Or like happened to me the other day, one of my wife's mates, hasn't seen me in a few weeks, saw me and said to my wife how much weight I'd lost. Apparently she could see it in my face. That feels good. I also, when I was proper big, bought myself a pair of mountain bike shorts from Sports Direct. So if you're not watching from the UK, Sports Direct is a certain type of sports store. They're owned by this guy, and his business model seems to be buy up successful brands and then downgrade their products. Just my personal opinion. Bear with. Lordy. Yeah, so consequently, their idea of a big size is probably anyone else's idea of a medium. And I bought a pair of big boy mountain bike shorts, or what I thought big boy mountain bike shorts. And in our local one, they haven't really got anywhere you can try them on. I think there's a couple of changing rooms that are usually locked. So I just looked at the label and thought, lots of X's and an L, that'll do me. Got a moment, they wouldn't even come up past my knees. And I'm pleased to report they now fit. They're currently on what I'd call the aero side for mountain bike clothing, but they fit. I'll take that as a win. So the choice of course today, yeah, I was going to go around the Muckle Yin. The Zwift Scotland World is one of my favourite Zwift worlds. That France and Yorkshire, although all of their worlds seem to have something going for them, but New York, I've always shied away from the New York ones. And I think the reason for that is they're either really short and flat, or the longer ones have all of these elevated sections in, which are frankly hard work. And it's that aversion to hard work on the bike that's probably been what's been going wrong over the last few years. But anyway, I thought Scotland was on this morning. Clearly isn't. So I just looked for a course with about as much climbing and about as much distance. So here we are in NYC. Lordy. And it's good hard work. Now, I have got my chat panel open, set to live chat. So, if you are commenting, and I'm not seeing it again, sincere apologies. I am still working on that. Incidentally, oh, KOM arch. Oh, look at that. Oh, here we go. Down those gears. I think this is going to be the bulk of the climbing. And I think it's sections like this that always kind of put me off the old New York courses. But you got to say, it's good honest work. So some of the videos that I've had lined up that haven't been created will be forthcoming. I've been talking about doing a review of that Wahoo fan for a while, and I just haven't got round to it. I've been doing a lot of some remodelling in the kitchen, more to do. Done a lot of work down here in the paint cave, and that's purely because I'm spending so much time in here. So I've now got, as you might see in the forthcoming video, I've now got an Amazon special drawer unit to keep all my cycling stuff in. I've inherited a drinks fridge from some of the work we did in the kitchen recently, and currently using that to keep bidons in, so I can just come in here in the morning and grab a cold one. And I've made a custom little table for it to stand on, where I can put the Wahoo fan underneath, which right now isn't feeling like a smart move, because I think most of the air from the fan is hitting the underside of the table. But being the professional I am, I'm not going to step off the bike mid-live stream to sort that out. So, on a climb like this, my philosophy has always been kind of spin into it, then find a cadence and power you're comfortable at and can sustain, and just plod your way up it. So what sort of climber are you? Are you a stand and grind? I know people that would love to sprint this whole thing. That ain't me, I'm afraid. Never was. Never will be. Oh, Lord. Feeling that. So like I said earlier, the old Garmin was telling me to do a recovery ride this morning. I think it suggested 160 watts for 30 minutes. But here we are. Oh look, there's a lovely steep bit coming. And then you look at that profile map. Lord. Right. There will be a brief break in commentary. Whoa. Oh, that's another bit. No. God, that's soul destroying. Oh. Gonna spin it. Low gear, high cadence. It's the way forward. Literally. Oh, stop it. Lord. Come on in. And up. we stand. Whoa. Good work. What do we reckon? 28 people have been up it this morning. For that effort, I'd say I'd be happy with anything around 25th out of 28. Or actually anything above 28, I'll take. "23rd. I'll take that. Oh yeah, you're not so fast running now, are you? Oh look, we got a Feather 8 power up waiting for us. Now I think there is a sprint in this somewhere. And I think there's about 70 metres of ascent in the remaining 9.4k. It's all gone quiet. Oh, here we go again. Get some of those gears off and have a little stab at it. Good work. So I reckon I'm going to get 45 minutes for the course itself this morning, and I may just add a bit on. I was looking for an hour on the bike this morning, so yeah, I might just do that. So, back to the old weight loss. I'm now officially the lightest I've been in about 2 years. And I've said before about losing weight. It's not complicated, it's just hard. But let me give you some context around hard. Effectively, in a little under 2 months, I've taken off the weight that I'd stacked on over 2 years. So there's that. Now don't get me wrong, these have been 2 months that I've really had to focus, get my head back in the game. But the thing is, once I find my focus, once I get my rhythm, I actually quite enjoy the challenge. And there's no better motivator than seeing the weight come off. Especially when you get, you know, people who haven't seen you in a while commenting on it, and little things like getting into the mountain bike shorts that didn't fit me since I bought them. It's all good. Plus, one of the things I've really realised in this couple of months is how much I've missed the regularity of a daily workout. Just playing around with my chat panel there, just to see if there was anyone but me. But it would appear I'm here alone with all my mates. Oh look, another uppy downy bit, or downy uppy bit. Just going to move this mic, give myself a bit of a stretch of the legs. We're back. If you're a Watt Bike Atom owner, I don't know about the later generations, but definitely this sort of first gen I've got here. One of the problems with them is that the shifter hoods get really sloppy, and then the little button that's built into the shifter hood doesn't line up with the shift button. So you gotta shift and nothing happens. That's bloody annoying. Got to find a solution to that. Oh yeah, come on. Thank God. I saw that road on the right. And I was just thinking, please don't take me up there. Just saving that featherweight, just in case. So, I did mention that I was thinking of putting together some club rides with my Zwift club I created, and I am still up for that now. I am aware that I am probably a little bit unique in spending so much time on Zwift during the summer. And in the UK right now, we are experiencing a period of hot and uncomfortably hot weather. Well, for me, but I am well insulated. So I'm aware that most everybody else is probably out in the real world, doing real world things. So I think it makes more sense if I start organising those towards the end of the season and into winter. But if you've watched this and want to comment and let me know, I'd be very open to feedback. Equally, if you're thinking, sorry mate, you're too slow for me, I get it. That's already more climbing than I thought was on this route. Oh hum. I've got the figure 279 in my head. So, yeah. Actually, even though I've steered clear of New York in the past, I'm quite enjoying this morning. Looks like we've got a lumpy rolly bit and then a sprint. So I'm gonna moderate myself on the lumpy rolly bit and empty the tank on the sprint. Wouldn't it be lovely for those in the UK to ride a road with this few potholes. Honestly, our roads around here it's like the local council see a pothole, send a man out with a can of paint to mark it, wait 6 months, send another man who mixes 2 parts of sweet fuck with 1 part of sweet fuck and fills the hole with sweet fuck. Now, this looks... Going to move the microphone. This looks like a downhill, followed by a little lump, followed by a sprint. So I'm going to stop talking just until we're after the sprint and focus on timing my run. Shows how well I know this course, doesn't it? "900 metres. Half a mile to go." Well, if you've watched any of this, thank you very much. If you've commented, and once again, I haven't seen it, my sincere apologies. Just dumped that. Oh, too early, there's a hill. Oh, Ian, it's... Oh no, we're turning left. And it's downwards. I approve. Yeah, so if you've watched any of this, I'll really appreciate it. If you've tried to chat me and I haven't seen it, I really am sorry. I've got to get better with using that chat panel. But as always, I have been the fat triathlete. I appreciate your continued support, and I wish you a wonderful Friday and a superb weekend. See you later, YouTube.